So, did you ever wonder what it's like being a Sims 4 content creator? A small Sims 4 content creator. You ever want to know how much YouTube and TikTok pays me now that I'm monetized? I guess I can share all that. Let's go a day in a life as a small Sims 4 YouTube content creator. Let's go. Let's do it. Follow the journey with me today. The cool thing about content creating is like, you never know, because sometimes I write everything down in a planner to let me know exactly what I got going on, whether it's work related, because as soon as I got up, before I even can make my coffee, I got an email from a client. So I figured I'll go ahead and knock off those edits so I don't have to worry about doing that before getting into my sim stuff. So even if I wanted to have a day of just content creating, like batch recording or something like that, I still have to know that there might be moments where I might have to take a break or pause just to get through some of the client stuff that I might have to do throughout the day. And then the Sims team shoots out a tweet and something on Instagram saying that there's gonna be a big update. So I already wrote the script. Do that voiceover. Are we ready? Are we ready to do the voiceover? Dag. All right, let's do it. Yeah. So typically they don't announce Sims 4 news until like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but today they were up early. They were up early on the West Coast, so I went ahead and got it out. All right, everybody, it's up. It's processing to HD right now, but we got it up. It's 9:15 a.m. The news was announced around 8, so that's a world record for me, y'all. I got the news up and running within the hour that it's been announced. My plan was to, go through my to-do list and see what was going on. Working with clients take priority over content, specifically Sims 4 content. So now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just hop in here and check out my calendar so you guys can see exactly what I have going on in regards to the Sims 4. So I'm gonna hop on here and take a look at my to-do list because I have it in multiple areas, my calendar, my documents, and also a spreadsheet. And I might put it in this Sims 4 planner as well. So I'm gonna have it in multiple places. So we're gonna take a look at what we got going on for today, because we are gonna try to get 2 videos recorded, and I might work on a TikTok edit. And speaking of TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, we got the YouTube Short posted. Now we just gotta go and upload it to TikTok and to Instagram. So before I talk your ear off, let me go do that real quick. It's a busy day today. It's crazy. Do my thing over here on the kids' house. Don't look at your analytics the first hour. Let a whole full hour go by, so that way you can kind of see. And plus, it's not really about that too. It's about just getting the word out there. Not everybody's gonna be on Twitter. Just let your content breathe a little bit. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this. I'm behind schedule. What does the bear mean, though? Also, you gotta watch it back sometimes. You never know. You just might need to just QC it while watching. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I love me a SodaStream, man. I'm a huge fan of mineral water, sparkling water. Best birthday gift ever. We're not on schedule. It's almost 11 o'clock. I ain't even tapped into my to-do list. So let's hop onto the computer so I can show you exactly everything that I have to do today. Now we're done. So I have my calendar up for today, January 10th, and we are behind. My goal was to start creating content around 9 a.m. and go through 9 a.m. to 12, just strictly working on Sims 4 content, I had the confidence that I would be able to finish anything I needed to do in the morning in regards to anything that wasn't Sims related before I actually hopped into my actual schedule. But because I had to edit that podcast real quick, that threw me off, and then we got news from the Sims 4 team that slightly threw me off just a tiny bit, but not too bad. So we did kind of work on some content, but it wasn't the content that I really wanted to work on because that was kind of new. And I wanted to write an article and post that up this morning before hopping onto the Sims 4 stuff. So we still got some stuff to do on my content calendar. Like I have here that I wanted to write a Rubio's article, and I want to start on a bingo article that I'm all doing for my website on the Nardcast. My website is thenardcast.com, and pretty much if you go there, it's basically a blog that kind of like pretty much houses all like my articles that I've written about anything happening in San Diego, a couple other Sims 4 articles, but primarily it was just for stuff happening here in San Diego. So I was gonna write an article this morning, that didn't happen. So anyway, feel free to check out my website, thenardcast.com. So what I like to do is I like to put everything on in multiple places when it comes to my content. Obviously I have a content calendar in my documents where I write down everything that I want to do for a particular week. Like, for example, here's what I've been working on in the last few days, in the last maybe 7 to 10 days. And as you can tell, there's a few things that I've already done, like the Stream Deck and all that good stuff. And then I already have down here on January 10th of what I'm actually going to do. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a Sims 4 tier ranking video so that I can get that edited by tomorrow so I can post it on Thursday, today being Tuesday. And then also I want to work on a 10-minute build challenge, but this time I want to do a build challenge where I don't do any talking. So can I build something in 10 minutes without talking? So I feel like I talk too much. So when I talk too much, I don't really get to really build something really good in 10 minutes. I know I can do it. So that's gonna be the challenge. I'm gonna do 2 videos today, 2 full videos for YouTube. And then I was gonna do a plumb bob check for like, you know, social media, like for TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter and stuff like that. But because we got the new base game update, that can be on hold for now, but I still have it here just in case I want to do it. But I probably will still end up doing it before the end of the day, so we're gonna probably work on that as well. And also I already started out my Sims 4 update thing already, because as you know, I've already worked on that and I've already posted it. So what I ended up doing was I actually ended up creating an outline this morning with the script and what I generally wanted to talk about, because I watched it a few times, looked at it, wrote down my notes. Then I went into Premiere Pro, did my voiceover, and then I did the edit, and then I posted it to YouTube. So basically this is how a script will look when I'm writing a script if it needs a voiceover. And then when I'm working on something, for example, I have the a day in the life as a small content creator, which is what we're working on now. I already kind of generally go ahead and figure out what I want as a title, what I want as my thumbnails, because that way that'll help me move smoothly through the actual production and post-production process. Because sometimes if I don't really know what the title's going to be, what the thumbnail might look like, sometimes it's, you know, sometimes I feel like it'll be a lot better if you already know exactly what you want the thumbnail to be, what you want the title to be, so you can kind of reference the hook and the title within the video itself. And so what I like to do before I even shoot, I like to go ahead and write out like a little outline of like what I want to talk about, what the shots might look like, what the intro might look like. So I don't know exactly where we are right now in regards to what scene we're in, but as you look at this quick little script here, you can already tell that I have an intro. This is how the video is going to open up. It's going to show a little plumb bob joint. Then with the intro music, I'm going to show a little caption here, which I'm pretty sure you guys all saw that with me waking up. And then here's just a little few of the scenes that we're going to do with this video. So that's pretty much how I like to do most videos that I feel like is going to need that type of planning, because when you're doing a longer form video, you kind of want to have everything kind of organized and structured, so that way if you miss something, it helps you not miss things in the process. Like, I have everything here, I can go back and reference it. Like, did I shoot B-roll? For example, with this video, did I shoot B-roll? Did I do this and that? So as you know, I'm probably going back and forth on narrations and vlog style portions, just B-roll and stuff like that. screen records, whatever it may be, because that's just the way I've already had it planned, because we have this nice lovely script. So we know I shot the SodaStream earlier. I was just shooting B-roll just a second ago. And so this is just a good way to just plan it out, right? So now that I already know what I'm gonna do for the day, this is just my Word doc. So I also have it in my Google Calendar within the day. So that way I know exactly what I wanna work on. So I already have like this on my calendar here for today. Gives me a little idea of what I'm gonna do. So I like to get notifications in my email saying in an hour you're gonna wanna work on this, or tomorrow is gonna be something this, or tomorrow is when you gotta pay this bill. That's how I like to be able to structure my calendar. Because when I'm looking at my calendar in this mode on a monthly basis, I like to be able to see exactly what I got going in and what I got going out in regards to tasks and events and stuff like that. Everything's color coordinated. So as you can see here on the 10th, like you already know, like I wanted to write an article around 8:30. From 9 a.m. to noon would potentially should have been when I was creating some content. And then right around 12:30 or so, I'll try to work on like, my DMV stuff and work on that stuff, and then have a lunch, go for a jog here around 2 p.m. Again, we still slightly off schedule, it's 20 minutes before noon, but I'm still confident that we can get quite more stuff done. So then after lunch, I can retrack and figure out what else I need to do, which obviously we're behind. So more than likely I'm gonna go through lunch, well, at least through till 2 p.m. before I do my jog and have lunch. I didn't realize it was gonna take this long just to like record B-roll and record myself doing all this stuff while I work. I mean, it's the most time consuming thing. I also threw in a moment to get some social media stuff done, just to post the freaking YouTube video that we just did earlier today. So you can be off schedule a little bit, but just having a to-do list really helps you actually kind of stay on track, and it kind of keeps you from being counterproductive, because a lot of times I'll try to do 3 to 4 different things at once and then end up being counterproductive when I could have just focused on one thing, and then once I'm done with that task, then do the next one. So sometimes I'll try to do like 2 to 3 different tasks. So this is what my calendar looks like. I like to be able to throw out every little detail on here. When is a bill gonna need to be paid? So I can be notified like, oh, CFI is gonna be here soon. That I gotta pay my bill today. Or in 3 days you gotta pay your Dropbox or whatever. So I like it so that way I can look at my calendar and know exactly how much, what I need to do. And then I like to be able to look ahead too on like different other things. Like I got a production prep day tomorrow and so forth. So as a content creator, it helps you know what day is going to work for batch recording day, and then what day is going to work for you to be able to go out and do some client work on location. And then do I have enough time to maybe throw in like some personal stuff, like maybe doing cleaning, like cleaning the apartment or something like that. So just having everything on a calendar is nice. And not only do I have it on a calendar plus on my document, sometimes if it's sim related, I will write it down here on my little Sims 4 planner. Yellow Llama Co. Big shout out to Yellow Llama Co. So I like being able to write my to-do list, write down things, content ideas, so I don't forget it. And then it feels like when you check it off, it's just like a endorphin, not a endorphin. Endorphin? No, it's not endorphin hit. It's a dopamine. And then once you check something off, it's like you get that dopamine hit, So it's kind of nice being able to just write stuff down, check it off when you're done. So it's just so much more rewarding to be able to just mark it off your calendar, So now that we know what I need to do for my to-do list, let's go ahead and hop in and take a look at my analytics for last year, how much I got paid, and what are my thoughts on being monetized on YouTube. I want to be super transparent about exactly what goes on when it comes to behind the scenes, when it comes to like analytics and revenue and stuff like that. I got monetized late July. I started my channel in December 2020, and it took me just about a year and a half, I guess, to get monetized. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have at least 4,000 watch hours. I think the hardest part for me was the 4,000 watch hours. I typically would post a long form video maybe once a week or once every other week, and I post a short probably 5 times out of the week, if not more, if not every day. So I'm always posting content on all my platforms, but I am going back to trying to post a little bit more long form videos, because I do think you still hurt yourself if you're not posting consistently with long form videos. So I've noticed now my long form videos, my views have dropped tremendously, and I think it's because I'm not really consistent with posting long form videos. All right, so with that being said, let's hop into the analytics. All right, so when you go into your channel dashboard, and right before you hit on the analytics, it'll show you what your latest YouTube video is performing, how it's performing. So my latest YouTube short performance is basically ranked 8 out of 10. I posted this about, I want to say 2.5 hours ago, and it's only at 57 views. It's probably one of the videos that are least performing. A lot of times my videos will at least get about 500-600 views within the first hour if it's a short, and then if it's a long form video, lately it's been like it'll get 80 views within 24 hours, which to me is very low. And so I really do need to focus on the long form now that I'm actually monetized and can make a little bit of dollars, you know. So it ain't that, you know, y'all paying me to post some videos now. That's kind of cool. But anyway, this video is sitting at 57 views, which is a little disappointing because this was like a big update, and I was a little disappointed that the algorithm didn't do me good, didn't do me any justice. It's fine though. Like I said, videos like these always pick up a week later when it's a little too late and it's a little irrelevant news. But a lot of times people are still like, I still get a lot of views from the baby update that we got from the Sim Summit, where they actually announced that there's going to be an infant stage. I'm still getting views from that to this day. It's actually my top 3 most watched videos on my YouTube channel as of now. Just think if a bigger creator posted it, they're gonna probably get, you know, a little bit more views on it, which is fine. So I mean, sometimes you just get caught up in your head with the analytics and the engagement and stuff like that. You sometimes tend to forget what your purpose is, and my purpose is to, in that case this morning, my purpose was to just get the information out, and just so that way in case people missed it, or if they just happen to bump into this video maybe a week down the road, maybe it'll still be relevant. So I just want to let y'all know that I am growing though. My channel has gotten 246% more views than usual within the last 28 days. So the growth view wise is there. Is that crazy? I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's crazy. And I got like over 1,000 new subscribers within 28 days. That's actually good. And if I can keep up with that, like hitting 1,000 every month, I can be about at almost 22,000 followers by the end of this year, 2023, if I keep up the growth. So as I mentioned earlier about my shorts and about that baby update being one of the top 3, it's literally the top 3 right now. Just in 28 days, it has 114.8k views. If I look at the lifespan of this video, I think it's at 400,000. It's at 253.5k views just since I posted it back in October. That's actually pretty good. There's somebody out there, you know. Let's wait, you know. Let's take a little intermission break. Somebody out there. Alright, we can resume now. Overall, I've made $166.34. I know y'all thinking, wow, you've been monetized since August, but if you think about it, you don't know exactly how much you're gonna make from your ads because it's mostly AdSense stuff. And you don't know exactly what they're gonna give you. I'm hearing that with entertainment and gaming, it's kind of hard to have a high CPM. So let's just go ahead and jump in. So I got monetized back in late July, August, and first month was pretty low. Obviously, I made $12.94, and then in September I made $36.94, and then in October I made $23.44, and in November $36.43. And then in December, I made $45.91. I wasn't able to cash out until you hit 100 bucks. I finally hit $100 back in November, which I was able to cash out, I think, in December. And once you cash out in December, I think now you're on some like monthly thing where they might send you a direct deposit of however much you've earned. But like I said, I'm a little more determined in 2023. I'm gonna try to work on more long form videos. And now that in February you will be able to monetize your YouTube shorts, that's gonna be even better, because like I said, a lot of my views is coming from my YouTube shorts. So at least a couple 100,000 views come from my shorts alone every month. I don't know how high the CPMs will be for shorts, but I'm excited to know like that could potentially bring in some income. So I've already shared what I've made on YouTube already, with January this month being pending, but a whole total of $161.53 I've already earned. I haven't cashed out for December yet, so I'm looking forward to, you know, getting that $47.10, you know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think just being monetized is a really great milestone to have, regardless if you're making $20 a month, $100 a month. Some people make 6 grand, even more. I just think it's just a great opportunity, and this can turn into some passive income if you have a full-time job. Just imagine you love playing The Sims, and now you get checks cut to you for just pushing out content that you were already doing. Don't look at it like, oh, it's just 50 bucks or it's just $40. I mean, hey, that's $40, $50 you didn't have. Hey, how many people can honestly say that like they're getting $50 or $40 here and there just to upload a video to YouTube? It's a great feeling. It's nice. And instead of letting the views and the analytics get me down, I should be still proud of myself of these accomplishments. Cause you know, I can go over there and get me some groceries with that money, you know. So let's talk about TikTok. I don't even remember when I got monetized for TikTok, but let's just talk about what I've made in 2022 in regards to TikTok. Now, I've made over $624.80 when it comes to just TikTok alone. My biggest month being January, because I think that's right around the time I had 3 videos go viral. And that's crazy how I went viral like that. And that got me over $234. That was a good check for beginning of the month too, you know. Yeah, that was at the beginning of the year. That was a good check. And then I think my second highest was $74. That was in April, and then I hit 75 again in December. And I'm surprised that October was only $45 because in October I had like at least 3 videos I think went semi-viral. When I say semi-viral, I'm meaning like at least anywhere from like 300,000 to a million could be potentially like a semi-viral. Like anything that you don't normally get. Sometimes when I even hit 100,000, I think that's viral. Like I think that's viral because typically on average my videos on TikTok nowadays get like 5,000 to 10,000 views, and sometimes they be getting like 1,000. I be wanting to delete them joints. I be like, I'm deleting this, man. I'm sitting here with 112K followers, and Instagram, TikTok will humble you. TikTok will humble you, because I would be over here like, all right, this is gonna get at least 50K, at least 50K, and then I'll look and be like, damn, I only got like 800 views. And then like 2 weeks later, it'll get to about 2,000. I'm like, damn, this is a good video. So sometimes I'll be wanting to repost them. Sometimes I'll repost videos after like a month or so, just because I feel like the timing might have been off, you know. I just want to push out the content for you guys that I enjoy, that I know you guys will enjoy, and then occasionally push out stuff that I know people are searching for. And I just gotta remind myself not to let the analytics and stuff, you know, bring me down, and comparison is definitely a thief of joy. Try not to compare myself, and if I am comparing myself to others, it should be an inspiration instead of it bringing me down and wondering why what am I doing wrong and stuff like that, because it shouldn't be like that. If you're gonna compare yourself, it should be a comparison of inspiration. So keep that in mind when you're like looking at somebody's growth and you're feeling like, man, why am I not up there? It should be more motivating. It should be more inspiring. But like, they're doing a great job. I'm proud of them. I'm cheering them on. That's where I want to be in the next few years or so. All right, let's talk about the videos that got me the most revenue. So the top 3 highest earning revenue videos were how to add the mods to The Sims 4. That got me at least about around 50 bucks, which I mean, that's actually kind of cool knowing like, hey, I just did a video and posted up on YouTube, and in the span of like, I posted that in October. So in the span of like 3 months, that video got me 50 bucks, you know. And then the second video was The Sims 4 update broke my game. That got me about 20 bucks. Now this is the video that got me monetized. So just imagine if I was already monetized and I got that 15,000 views, this would have probably gotten me at least a nice solid check. I mean, what's the CPM on this? This video looked like it earned me about six bucks per 1,000 views. If I was already monetized, this would have definitely gotten me a lot of money. And then the third one was how to graduate from high school in The Sims 4, giving me about $11, 12 bucks. So what I need to do moving forward is just look at the videos that are actually bringing in the most money and figure out what I can do to like do more videos like that, in hopes that that could probably bring in more revenue. I knew the mods video was gonna blow up because once the base game was gonna be free, I knew people were gonna be searching on like how to install mods. So I was like, I gotta hop on that. As long as you just have the video content there, you never know what YouTube's gonna do. They might push it out one day just to test the waters. A lot goes into content creating. I mean, it's whether you're trying to just come up with ideas, you want to script something out, you have a personal life. I'm fortunate where I get to work from home because what I do when I'm not doing content creating is similar things. I think it is important to talk a little bit about what I do when I'm not really creating content, and it's simple. I mean, I'm doing the same stuff that I do and when I content create for myself. It's just the same stuff. I mean, I'm content creating for other brands. I'm doing photography, I do a lot of video work, I edit podcasts, I do a little consulting on the side, and on top of that I also do videography work and photography work. So every day is different, so there could be times where I might be home a little bit more than usual, so I can kind of sit down, plan out my day, get some stuff on the calendar, maybe write some scripts, or batch record. My day could be a 12, 13, 14 hour day, just depending on how much time I really want to invest in content creating outside of my client work. I'm in a lot of different industries too. I was heavily in the hospitality, which I'm getting back into, which is really nice. NBC's a client, so we do a couple of TV segments with them. And I also do some work with some nonprofit clients here in San Diego. Like today is not necessarily a slow day, but it's a day where I can put in 40 hours or more of content creating for The Sims. So that way when I do get busy, for example, on Thursday, I have everything that would have taken all day to do already done. So when I get home on Thursday after my production shoot, I can just sit down, kind of figure out what I need to edit and post it accordingly. And despite that we're slightly off schedule, all I got to do now is do the tier thing and do that 10-minute video, and I'm gonna try to take you on the journey on that as well. The only thing that I didn't do that's on our schedule is our editorial edits, and that's at 5 p.m. So the things that I didn't do in the morning, I can just go ahead and push it to here at 5. So that way after I get my run in and I eat, I have it, let's say 3, I still got 2 hours to kind of do some of the things that I didn't do. For example, I can go ahead back to this 12:30 thing and work on my DMV stuff, go ahead and get my registration going, so that way I can go ahead and go to the DMV at some point next week so I can get my new driver's license. And that's pretty much it on my schedule. So if I can do all this, knock this stuff out, record some B-roll for this, we're good to go. We in there like swimwear. Let's get to it. So this here is the Canon EOS R. This is my main camera that I use. Right now I got my Rode on cam mic that I never use actually. I always use my wireless GoPro wireless mics, which I'll show you here in a bit. Yeah, I use these kits because you get 2 of them. You get 1 transmitter and 2 receivers, which is really cool. And then sometimes I'll also use my baby Canon M50. This is the Mark 1 version. So I'll use this camera too sometimes if I don't want to bring out the big boy, or the big boy's already being recorded for something. I need this as a secondary. I'll use this. I've actually taken this out on professional shoots plenty of times. Long day today, usually it's like 1 or 2 videos or something like that, or on content planning or whatever. But today has been just one of those unusual days, and every day is different, you know. So it's kind of cool that, like I said, my client work is gonna probably get busier towards the end of the week, but I'm just, like I said, I'm taking advantage of a slow day so I can go ahead and batch record, because this isn't my full-time job. So being able to batch record on days like this is amazing. And then if I didn't have a day during the week to content create, I'll probably have to do like a Saturday or a Sunday just to factor a couple hours in just to get a long form video going, because my main goal is I want to just be able to create more longer form stories, create more longer form videos, so that way a lot of people have been requesting it. So I just want to be able to just cater to what the audience, what the community wants. The community wants longer videos. The community want to laugh. So I need to bring in more of those videos you guys want. So being able to see the process of how I do things, maybe it'll inspire you to do the same thing, or maybe it'll inspire you to look forward to seeing some of the videos or seeing how long it takes to do some of these videos. You feel me? I hope you feel me. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Feel me. Always something, man. I'm always distracted. That's the thing. Look, I was supposed to be working on that tier joint, that Sims 4 tier ranking, and I'm over here in the kitchen about to make some tea, and I wanted to just show you my stash. Got my tea. I think I'm ready to start doing some content creating. Already 1:36. I just spent probably a good 45 minutes just putting together that tea video. I gotta get my priorities straight. Let me go and knock out this real quick. Yeah, let's get the content creating. And that, my friend, is how you get one video done. That took me about an hour to do. So we're wrapping up our first video, the top tier video, the Sims 4 tier video. I ranked all Sims 4 packs. This is what my tier looks like right now. And you will see that in a video if it's not already posted. Right now, currently, I'm getting emails in for clients. We're looking at 234, slightly off schedule. I'm gonna be even more off schedule, at least with my content creating, because now I'm gonna go back in real quick right before I have lunch just to edit a podcast, which will only honestly take like 30 minutes, including doing the edit, exporting, uploading, and then sending it off into Asana. So right now we're about to break, but then hopefully when I come back, we'll go ahead and get to everything else we need to be done. How the hell was I not recording? I ain't gonna lie, I think I'm kind of starting to fade a little bit. You know, it's getting towards the end of the day, and had some technical issues with that last one. Plus, the 10-minute build challenge didn't really come out as planned. I tried to do a loft in under 10 minutes without talking, and I still failed. I actually did even worse not talking than I did when I'm distracted. I don't know if I'm even gonna post that video. So we'll see. I thought it was a good idea at the time, but the fact that I didn't even successfully create a 10-minute build challenge is gonna probably have me feeling like, do I want to put up another epic fail of a 10-minute build challenge? So, and then for the fact that it's only probably gonna get if we're gonna be transparent here, it probably will only get 200 views. Like I said, my long form videos have been very short, so it's a hit or miss. So I'm just gonna for the sake of content, maybe you guys will get some laughs out of it. It'll be different. It'll be more like a speed build because I'm not talking. So we'll see what happens. I might revisit this build and maybe do like a remodel in 10 minutes. So I'm gonna write that into my to-do list. So maybe tomorrow, while that build is still fresh in my memory, maybe I'll go back and do a 10-minute remodel kind of thing. So I'll go back and revisit and see what that might look like. And I'll just post them back to back or something like that. We'll see. Well, so how did the day go today? I'll be honest with you, it was a busy one, but I think it went pretty well. Considering that I was filming B-roll, I felt like I could have probably accomplished a lot more if I wasn't doing behind the scenes stuff to get some of the things that I actually had on my to-do list today. I would say we've accomplished quite a bit today. We got a lot of client work done. I edited 2 podcasts. I did revisions. I sent some emails out. And then shortly after that, we put together a quick video for TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, promoting the new news on the Sims 4 stuff. I got my jog in later in the evening, and we also was able to knock out the 2 videos I wanted to do today. So the only thing really left on my list after I'm done with this video
is I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna put that desk together, and I might even go ahead and work on that editorial video that I haven't started on yet. So maybe I'll throw that up. If I don't work on it tonight, I'll just work on it tomorrow morning. But I think we had a good day today. I think today was a success. Now, I did kind of get a little tired towards the end. You know, I was really feeling a little bummed out about the 10-minute build challenge, but I'm still gonna post it. And then the next video we do in regards to a 10-minute build challenge, we'll just go ahead and remodel that build. You know, there's always a way to continue to create content on stuff you weren't happy with. I'm just gonna do a remodel, because I like the direction I was going, but I just think I was just losing my energy. I think I was losing my fire. So I mean, if you think about it, we were up at 7 o'clock in the morning doing the dang on thing. I mean, we were nonstop. I'm proud of myself. Today was a big day, and I'm glad you guys was rocking with me. Now that you know what it's like being a small Sims 4 content creator who's typically working a full-time job as well, it could be done. I mean, look at my day. It was a successful day, and I encourage you guys to follow your dreams. If you want to content create, start. That's the hardest thing. That's really the hardest thing to do, is to start. And then after that, there's a couple other challenges. It's like being consistent, showing up every day, or showing up to your community, and just continue to keep it consistent. But the hardest part is just starting. Just getting the camera, getting the proper tools you need to get going. And then once you have all that, it's just hitting record. Hit that record button, and you're good to go. So with that being said, y'all, keep that plumb bob green, because you know it ain't that hard. Till next time, I'll see you. Oh, hit that subscribe button. Seriously, hit that subscribe button. I deserve some followers, especially for this one. I hope you guys learned something. If not, whatever, it doesn't matter. Till next time, I'll see you when I see you. Dag. Dag.